What's happening, Internet? How's everybody doing? How are you? I'm just trying to shut down my my stuff. So for the life of me, I've talked to YouTube several times, and for whatever reason, this channel just can't do 1080p streams. It might be because the channel was created in 2005. I don't know, but it's kind of annoying. So, but anyway, let's do some Arkham Origins. You guys got questions? I got my phone out. I will do my best to answer your questions. There's been real no update on the Warner Brothers situation, so I'll let you know right now. I emailed at least 6 WB Games people. I have not heard back from any of them, so I don't know if they really want to talk about it, or if they want to issue a statement, or if they're just finding out about it now. I mean, if I was in their shoes, I don't think I'd want to know either, or I'd really want to be talking about it. I'd be trying to find work or something like that, so. It's an interesting situation. There's been some people that have been talking about this, like, well, I mean, you know, they're probably not going to cancel it, or just be microtransactions and things like that. And my response to them is, well, if the game is only half done, then they're not going to finish it. If it's done, then yeah, they'll release it. But don't jump up there, Steve. Go down. There you go. There you go, Zelda. because you have to go back to what happened to LucasArts and a lot of other companies who've been bought out and merged and stuff over the years. Most of the games they were working on got canceled. But if the games were done, then they released fine before they went to the next studio. It all depends. We don't know where they're at. I don't care if the stream is 144p, I'll still watch. Aw, that's very nice. Well, the thing is, I want to get it up to 1080p, though, so I'm trying to work with YouTube so that we can do that, because I'm going to be streaming Arkham Knight all over again starting June 22nd. I think that's, yeah, pretty sure that's when the game came out. It was either the 23rd or the 22nd of 2015. So. I saw someone, Activision would be willing to pay $18 billion for them. Where'd you hear that? Because I've only heard $4 billion is what the sale was so far. As far as I know, Activision hasn't released a statement. Sony, you know, all that fun stuff. Nightwing just saw an interview with Ed Boon, and he has had a conversation with Marvel. Is there a chance that Marvel versus DC can happen in the future? With this WB situation ever gets... Okay, well, here's the thing. If the WB situation doesn't get resolved, I mean, yes, you'll probably get, like, a Marvel Injustice-style game, but you won't have a DC anymore, because licensing... The reason why licensing is so easy for Mortal Kombat and DC properties is because they're all under the same umbrella right now. Licensing is a lot easier when it's in-house. When games are not in-house, it's a lot harder to do crossover properties. A lot harder. That's why we haven't gotten like a Ninja Turtles Batman game or Power Rangers Justice League, stuff like that. It's a lot easier to do crossovers on comic books than it is video games, TV shows, things like that. But the reason why we got a Mortal Kombat versus DC is because NetherRealms, or the Mortal Kombat team, was a part of Warner Brothers Games. So that's why you got MK versus DC. But if all those companies end up leaving, I mean, it's going to make licensing a nightmare all over again. It's going to go back to what it was in the 90s and the early 2000s again, which would not be good. It wouldn't be good. Can you have a shout-out? Hello. Kwing and Amber, you have 2 cats. Yes.
With potent weapons technology. It must be ours. Kill anyone who tries to
Following you from Chile. What up, Chile? Oh, I'm a Bane Thug tonight. Okay. Bane Thug! So what do you guys think of the Bill and Ted trailer? I think it looks pretty dope. I'm pretty excited by it. Wait, no, you guys left me alone! Why would you do this? I need friends. I need friends. I'm not good at this on my own stuff. I'm just gonna hang with you peeps, okay? If I leave the nest, bad things will happen. Oh, that's grenade. I helped. No. I didn't do much of anything. Oh, gosh. So the stream will be going until about 11 o'clock, guys, so probably.
One of your comrades to captain. Don't let the heroes get them.
Oh, I'm dead. No, I've got my little phone here. I can see. How's it hanging? It's hanging pretty good. You can answer as many questions as possible, people. Been here since the original Arkham City playthrough. Nice. Do you think that Batman will get canceled? I don't know. I don't think so. I think the game is ready to go to, like, release holiday of this year. I really do. The fact that it was going to have a major presence at E3, that to me says that the game is, you know, ready to release. Did I get him?
That one was mine.
Did I get him? No. I didn't. Do you do non-member requests for games? No. It's a membership perk. And we only do, if you're a legendary, we do a consideration for what legendaries want, and really think about it. If it is a ultimate member request on either Patreon or the Let's Play channel, then we do it no questions asked.
I've appointed a captain from your ranks. Protect them from the heroes, or our mission is at risk.
I haven't seen the heroes at all yet. I'm answering stuff about, like, Batman and some other stuff. No. I don't follow, I don't speak anything other than American, so I don't really follow other things. I do know that they're going to start up production of the Batman again, so that's good. Have I ever done a Batman VR gameplay? No. I have horrible problems with my eyes, so I could have a I could have a seizure if I did VR. So I've shied away from VR. I know we had a subscriber years ago that recorded all the footage for Batman VR, and we were going to do a playthrough of it, but that didn't happen. My favorite Batman game is Arkham City.
The bat is down.
Oh! That looked painful. Ooh! Ah! No, my phone. What was my favorite Batman walkthrough? Probably City. Although, I think by Arkham Knight, I was kind of like more used to it. So Arkham Knight was a pretty good playthrough.
Batman's down.
Sorry, Batman. Like, by Arkham Knight, I kind of knew more what I was doing. I could talk and I could play better. And then I just got more accustomed to doing it. Arkham City was, I don't know. I would also probably say the Arkham Asylum, which we did Arkham City and Arkham Origins first. Uh-oh. No! Why? I killed Batman like twice. Man. That's upsetting. That's upsetting. Oh, man. Lag. Yeah, let's go with that. Anyway, I did... Arkham Asylum was a lot of fun to do. We had, like, a lot of, we had crazy jokes in the Arkham Asylum playthrough, though. For one, like, we made Batman kind of stupid in it. So whenever there was a danger sign... Because at the time, there was, like, a lot of, like, parody videos about Batman. Like, where people were making fun of him as, like, the world's greatest detective, and he was kind of an idiot. So, after seeing a lot of those YouTube videos and those parody things... Zelda, stop! Zelda, stop! She's playing with something she shouldn't, honey. She's trying to eat something. It's inside of her little box. It's a, It's a little... Yep, you got it. Perfect. Good job. Save the kitty. Where was I? All right. So yeah, the Arkham Asylum thing. We kind of played up Batman as a stupid character for fun. So whenever he would come across like signs, he couldn't read very well, so he'd have to sound it out. He'd be like, dang, grr, Danger ahead! Alfred, what's danger? I'm the world's greatest detective. I know it's dangerous. But just things like that. Like, we would just have kind of fun. And that's the Batman opera happened. Like, quietly I sneak through the night. You know, that kind of stuff. So that was like more of a funny Let's Play. It wasn't super serious. Arkham City was like very lore-centered. Arkham Knight was a perfect balance between telling lore, doing a Let's Play, and, you know, having some fun with it, like joking around. Amber cameo appearance? She's here. She's just hanging out. What does Borai do in Super Sentai? I'm not really going to answer a lot of Power Rangers related stuff on the stream. This is mostly Batman and DC stuff. I'm very tired from playing the Super Sentai game, so... If they made a new Batman game, I've already said this before, but I would want them to do, like, a brand new story. Not associated with Arkham. I want WB Games Montreal to do their own thing. I don't want them to keep playing in the Arkham Sandbox, because the Arkham Sandbox is kind of screwed up. So, I would like them to do that. Do something brand new. Bring in some new villains. I really want them to do the Court of Owls, because the Court of Owls are a very interesting character, and I think they translate very well into the video game space. I don't want to see Joker right away yet in the new games. I would keep doing like Batman lore, I would review TV shows and stuff like podcast style. Still do the same stuff I was doing. The only reason I didn't make content for 3 weeks, I had a copyright strike. I couldn't do anything. There was no point in releasing videos I couldn't monetize, so I didn't do anything. I was very upset, though, because I wanted to keep going. Your Arkham playthrough got me into the Arkhamverse. Luke, I had heard them, but nothing about them until I found your channel. No problem, Garrett. Thanks so much, man. I'm glad you've been around so long. Kwing, do you think that Batman is a current-gen game? Probably, yeah. I think that the current Batman game that was in development, or was for PS4, and they're going to try to upscale it for PS5. What proof do I have that the game was going to appear? There were a couple journalists that got fired this year that worked at different publications, like IGN and Kotaku and stuff like that, and they leaked the information. And then I'm trying to remember how it became official after that. But Warner Brothers had like at least 5 games that they were showing at E3. One of those games was Batman for PS4. I don't know if the Harry Potter game was just going to get a trailer or if they were actually going to have something playable, but supposedly Batman was going to be playable, the Lego Star Wars game, and I don't think it was Scribblenauts. I don't know what the other game was. I think it was Telltale related. Not sure, though. I wouldn't know anyway until, like, May. If E3 was still going on and a Batman game was definitely going to be there, before they canceled E3, I probably would have gotten an email inviting me to E3, and they would have had all the details there. I would have had to sign an NDA. I am currently not under an NDA. I need to specify that clearly. I am not under an NDA for the new Batman game. So anything I say, whether it's right or wrong, can't touch me. Because I haven't signed Jack yet. Also, I haven't checked my email in like 2 months because everybody's under quarantine and my PR guy's been doing everything. So if I have anything from WB, I don't know. I contacted a bunch of people on Twitter to see what's going on, if the merger is definitely happening or if it was just a nasty rumor that CNBC was bored and Forbes were bored and they just wanted to post an article. But the fact that they had the gall to do that, that makes me really concerned that they are seeking sale for the company. If that makes sense. Your stream from the other night is on the comic book and game rant. Interesting. I mean, publications used to quote me all the time or misquote me during Arkham Knight and Arkham City days because my information was pretty much 90% spot on. I got the Keaton Batmobile wrong, but that was about it. Everything else was spot on. So I had a lot of companies back in the day that would use me as a source. And I had two very good sources at WB from 2013 through 2016. They're no longer there, though, so I have some new people that they don't talk to me as much. But I'm hoping they're going to let me know what's going on a little bit. I'm not playing Warframe, but thanks for asking. Batman Beyond or Batwing? Batman Beyond would probably beat Batwing because the technology is more advanced for Terry. If Batwing was still around during the time of Terry, I think he could probably beat Terry. Does that make sense? Is it true that Mortal Kombat, NetherRealm, and WB don't have games in Japan and some other countries? That is actually incorrect. Some of the Mortal Kombat games are in Japan. Some of NetherRealm's properties have appeared in Japan, and most of WB stuff. They have Batman over there. Do they get it as often as we do? No. But they do have him. Have you heard about the rumored gaming universe plan? Prior to WB Games being up for sale, yes, I heard about the shared universe thing. I thought there was some legitimacy to that. I never looked into it, though, because I was more focused on... You have to remember, I'm a Batman guy. I'm not really super invested into the DC universe as a whole. So I only really dig for anything Batman TV show... Excuse me. TV show, video games, comic books, and action figures, collectibles. Those are the only things I really do a lot of digging for, and pester people in the industry, whether it be the toy industry, game industry, video games. Sometimes I accidentally come into information about Superman or Justice League stuff, but if Batman's not involved, I don't care. So I use that energy to talk with Saban or Sega or some other company. I just don't, you know. That's just me.
Someone wants to know how big of a role do you think Catwoman will play in the new Batman movie?
Catwoman's going to have a major role in the new movie. It's going to be a trilogy. So, if you guys want to know more about the Batman movie, read the Long Halloween trilogy. And read When in Rome as well, which is the Catwoman story. So they're going to do a lot with that. I also really believe that Robin will be in the movie. And Joker will be in it. Scarecrow, Riddler, Harvey Dent, Two-Face eventually, Holiday Killer. Kwing, your videos inspire me every day. I'm doing lore videos on the animated series. You're awesome. Awesome! Have fun with that. Thanks for the super chat. Kwing, do you know anything else about WB's E3 conference? No. I'm still unsure if Harry Potter was going to be there or not, because there were a lot of people who are into Harry Potter and Lego stuff that knew more than me, so I was just kind of collaborating their information. I only really spoke to people about the Batman stuff, because that's all I care about.
People wanted to know why do you like Nightwing so much?
Why do I like Nightwing so much? Because I grew up with him. I grew up with the Titans books, and Nightwing was getting his own solo books when I was really first learning to read. So, I mean, I really enjoyed Chuck Dixon's portrayal of Nightwing. And I didn't really get into the Batman comics in the 90s because Bruce Wayne wasn't Batman. So I migrated to the Robin books. And how I became a super fan of Nightwing is I was reading the Robin books, and Dick Grayson as Nightwing was kind of popping up in the Robin stories. So then I would go between... Because Chuck Dixon wrote both the Tim Drake Robin books, and he also wrote Nightwing. So I would just go between issues of Nightwing and Robin for like... from 1994 until 2001, I think is how long Chuck Dixon did Nightwing and Robin. I think. Might be wrong on that, but I know he was a long time. He was like one of the longest running Robin writers. And Nightwing.
Have you ever read a Batman comic that made you cry?
Have I ever read a Batman comic that made me cry? In the sense, like, it was so bad, or it was just...
Shed a tear.
it was emotional. Because there's been a lot of emotional Batman stories. I have cried for a Batman comic being so bad that it just made me cry. Do you think that WB will reveal the Batman game in August? Most likely, yes. From a marketing standpoint and the quarantine and everything else, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, you can't let Marvel steal all the thunder.
Facility. We must own it. Every drop. If you encounter opposition, respond with lethal force.
My rant with what?
Robin will try to stop you. Don't let them. Or else.
I used to get mentioned by games and comic book press all the time. I'm not used to it anymore because I'm kind of like the best kept secret of the internet. Because my videos don't get seen by people anymore. YouTube calls me a troublemaker. Comic pros call me a troublemaker.
Explosive gel!
Yes, I am playing the Miles Morales game, totally. Super excited. I have more information about that, so I'm kind of happy about it. It's not DLC. It's a standalone game, and it's going to feature... It's kind of like a side story, so Miles is going to be the big, you know, the big cheese in that. Peter Parker and MJ are going to be, I think, on vacation. Either it takes place a year after the Spider-Man game, or it takes place a little while after. It's not Spider-Man 2, so it's not going to be that big of a graphical change. In fact, I've been seeing a lot of PS5 games compared to PS4, and the graphical ceiling has kind of been reached right now. Other than some fine detail, I really don't think the PS5 is going to be worth the $500 or $600 at launch, but because I'm a content creator, I have to get it. Because there is a bunch of games that I'm looking forward to covering that's only going to be on PS5. But in terms of visuals, it's really not that much better than the PS4 Pro. Not that I can see. I mean, at least not the first year of PS5 games. It's not like a big leap from PS3 to PS4. And even then wasn't a massive leap from PS3 to PS4. So, I mean, it's kind of depressing to see that we haven't really gone to the next major leap in visuals. So, I mean, I'm having a hard time being like, if the system is really going to be rumored at like $599 or $600, the only games I'm going to be getting is 3 at launch, because that right there will be close to $1,000, and that's going to be a hard swing for me. So I'm saving up for the games now, and I'm going to do 3, and I might do Hitman, but I don't know. The thing that I'm most concerned about, guys and gals, is the lack of being able to do 1080p on this channel is seriously going to impact how the games look when I stream them. So I need to find some way of getting the 1080p to work. Because I can get it to work on the Let's Play channel, fine, but the Let's Play channel, you have to remember, is a younger channel.
Well, explosive gel!
Explosive gel? Who said that? Guys, where is everybody? I'm kind of alone here. Yeah, I usually read Super Chats at the end of the night, guys, because or like when I'm, doing, What do I think Rocksteady's new game is? Justice League related. I don't think it's Superman. Their Superman game got killed by AT&T. But that, I mean, I learned that from like the different Superman blog sites were the ones that... I have a lot of people ask me things. They're like, so you've got all these Warner Brother contacts and things like that, but you only really care about Batman? It's like, I'm Batman guy. Everybody knows me as the Batman guy. So, I mean, I just kind of do that. I never... If I accidentally stumble upon some other DC news, then yeah, I get a hold of some friends that run like a Superman site or a Green Lantern or something like that and share some information with them, but I don't If I seeked out everything that had to do with DC, I'd probably miss out on all the cool Batman stuff that's hidden, like Bruce Timm is working on a new Batman animated movie, which... I don't know if I'm really hyped about that, though, because the... Why am I...
Robin sighted.
I can't shoot! My gosh, I can't do anything! Robin can't do anything either? Oh, you're gonna try and blow me up. That's how you want to play this, homie? This is terrible. Get back here! I don't have a mullet. So no. Get back here, boy blunder. There's no way this is working. I don't think Batman's going to end up in Mortal Kombat 11. They can't kill Batman. They can kill Joker because the bad guys... Even the bad guys had fatalities in the original DC versus Mortal Kombat. They can't do it. They can't kill Batman. Jim Lee's not going to let them do that. Nobody's going to let them kill Batman. And they're not going to give Batman any fatalities either. So, I mean... This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Stop or I'll go pew 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 pew. How's the match gonna end? This is dumb. Pew pew. Stop or I'll shoot. That's creepy seeing Robin just standing in front of you. It's been like that for me for like a year. Aw. Robin has coronavirus. Is Mortal Kombat 11 banned in Japan? I don't know. I can look into it. They don't really... Mullet Man to the rescue. Quiet. It's a shame they didn't try to give a final round of bug fixes for Origins. They never will. Kwing, do you think WB's new games will be canceled due to the deal like Star Wars 1313 was? It depends, Slasher. It all depends. It depends how far along production are for the games. Because I don't know why... See, for me, I would think for studios it would be cheaper to continue production of something that's already in development. Or, I mean, in Disney's case, they just folded LucasArts and did their own thing and licensed out this stuff. I don't know why they did that. Nobody knows why they did that because I would argue that 1313 was actually going to be a better game than some of the other Star Wars properties. I don't know why they did what they did, personally. But I've been Game Press. I'm retired now, technically. I still have credentials and blah, 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 but, when I was active Game Press, I saw a lot of companies fold or merge, and it wasn't uncommon to find out a lot of cool games had been canceled. At one point, we talked about how there was a Batman Gotham by Gaslight game that was in development before WB Games kind of became a thing. And that was canceled to make way for WB Games, Eidos, and Rocksteady's new property, or new game, Arkham Asylum. So sometimes games just get canceled in favor of another game because they want to start fresh. They don't want to take the gamble. Although there has been times in the game industry when a game has been half done that they've, finished production on it. It all depends. Will I do an unboxing of the PS5? Oh, bless you, Demon of the Night! I died! How in the world did I finally die? What in the world? I thought I was invincible. No, it's still glitched. Oh, man, no. It's a shame they didn't try to... Yeah. I read that one. Kwing, Batman or Darkwing Duck? Batman. Is Disney kind of dying off? I don't think so. They've lost, like, billions of dollars, but they'll be fine. You mentioned yesterday that you had a strike on this channel and think that YouTube considers you to be a troublemaker. Do you think that you do think they consider you to be a troublemaker? Probably. My opinion always gets me in trouble because I don't follow the board. I'm an independent free thinker. So when I gave rational things about Batwoman sucking and being a terrible show, I had emails from YouTube and even, I believe it was the CW that was, like, pretty ticked with me. Because they were saying that I was, like, doing things that wasn't very good for diversity or something, some bull crap like that. Even though the show is garbage. I've gotten in trouble with WB Animation so much over the years, like, being very critical of their movies to the point where when I looked at Gotham City Racers, even though the footage was abysmal and I was doing parody, and my network was arguing that I did a parody of those clips, I still got 2 copyright strikes from WB Animation. If I would have gotten 3 copyright strikes, my channel would have been terminated. But after calling in some favors from some studios and an old Google contact, we were able to get it resolved after about 2 weeks. If the pandemic hadn't happened, I probably would have had my channel back within, I don't know, maybe about, probably about a week or so. But because it's so hard to reach people, like at Google and things like... Actually, you'd think it'd be a lot easier to reach these people. But they just... Either they're swamped with things or they just really don't want to do with it. But I've even told people if Warner Brothers Animation or Games or whatever releases a terrible product, I'm going to call them out on it. I'm not... The reason why I've never been invited to their brand ambassador or their DC Fans program, which I was blacklisted from, which, if you don't know what the DC Fans program is, it's a thing where you get special incentive from DC, and they had a YouTube channel and all this other stuff. I got blacklisted from that because they said that a lot of my reviews were very critical. So I wasn't like what they would consider... It's a branding thing, kind of like the Nintendo brand ambassador is like... You had to be a spokesperson for the brand. You couldn't say anything bad about it. You can mock the mobile games until the cow comes home because Golden Harris is not the PR for the mobile games of Nintendo. Same thing with Warner Brothers. Like certain things, if you're going to be part of DC's DC fan program, YouTube channel or now their DC brand ambassadors, you can't say anything critical about DC. You can't get into fights with DC All Access co-hosts, which I did. He started it. He started it, and I ended it. Yeah, I called him out on some crap, I know. But I'm saying he tried to go a step further. He even tried to get some of my videos flagged. Back before, like, years ago, before the whole, like, what do they call it, the Matt thing? I don't know who he is, like, the Matt the Boulder. No, not YouTube Heroes program. There was this guy who went around flagging people on YouTube a couple years ago, and he got caught doing it. So Jason Inman tried to flag a bunch of my videos to get my channel taken down for our little tiff on Twitter. So, like I said, he's a scummy human being because he is scummy. I don't like him. I never will. So he could have handled that a little bit better.
Joker's gang has killed Batman. This mission just became
Yep, troll ban, and then he went after my channel. So he was cool guy, cool. No, scumbag. Oh yeah, I'm not an SJW. I'm a independent free thinker. Although I had people come after me for Bayonetta years ago on 4chan, so I became public enemy with 4chan because of something. So they labeled me as a social justice warrior. Yeah, I know. It was stuff Amber said.
Mission viability compromised.
Any chance we can hop in with you? I don't know, guys. I mean, I have to wait until this game dies because I'm kind of stuck here.
So somebody said, I don't understand. So they wanted you to lie then?
Okay. I'm going to say this because it doesn't matter anymore. I'm not doing anything animation-wise, but when WB Animation would send you a video to review, like a early movie code or something, they have talking points. Okay? So when you go over, if you're lucky enough to get a review from them, or a, what do you call it? Ambi, don't do that. when they bring you to the theater, or they do something early access. There are talking points that you're supposed to mostly be to some extent. You can get critical, but when you get critical, you have to... And Disney does the same thing, from what I hear. I've never actually reviewed a Disney movie early, but I've done tons of Warner Brothers stuff over the years. So, especially when they send you, like, one of their DC animated movies, eventually they stopped sending them to me, and I found out I was blacklisted because of my opinion. Because I would tell you straight, if the movie was great and I enjoyed it, I told you all the things that were good about it. If the movie sucked, I told you. Like, there were a lot of people that didn't like the Batman Ninja review, and a lot of the people that were saying bad things about it, they were kind of making fun of it because it was Japanese. Now, to me, that's kind of racist. I thought the movie was pretty decent. It had some weak points to it, but overall, I thought the movie was okay. But all the other people that usually sing the praises of the DC New 52 films were saying things like, the New 52 movies are all amazing, and this movie, which tried to be different, is terrible. So, I had the opposite stance. I thought the movie was actually pretty decent. The cutaway to different types of animation was kind of jarring for me for the Batman Ninja thing. But overall, I thought it was a solid film. Personally. Whereas most of the DC New 52 films that came out were kind of garbage. They're all the same movie. Same animation, same voice actors, almost kind of same recycled plot, stiff animations. I couldn't get into those movies. I tried. There was a couple ones that were pretty good. The Judas Contract Titans movie was really good. Really enjoyed that. The Death of Superman 2-parter was good. Hush was mediocre. Batman Bad Blood is terrible. Titans vs. Justice League was meh. You know? Things like that. What is your dream work? My dream work? I don't know. I honestly don't know anymore, guys. I've been doing YouTube so long, I can't really see not doing YouTube. I go to sleep, I wake up, I do my YouTube channel. It's such a huge part of my life now that I can't see... I really worry what my life would be without this, because it's kind of healthy for me, because some of you guys know I have a lot of health concerns. A lot of things that if I just sit around thinking about my problems, I'm going to get sicker and sicker. Because of YouTube, I've actually been able to have a pretty decent recovery for a lot of things that are supposed to keep me bedridden and, you know, defeated. And because I have this outlet where I can come and speak my mind and do things that I'm passionate, like talk about Batman or play all kinds of weird games on my Let's Play channel, from Nintendo stuff and Sony things. It's very therapeutic for me. Without that, I would just be some guy talking to myself for a living, and it wouldn't be very good. So,
This chemical plant has been
very thankful for the audience that I have when I have them.
And now both Joker and Bane are trying to steal it. Stop them, or Gotham will go up in flames. Stop the Joker.
My favorite
and
Batman
Bane
villains?
thugs. Use every
That's a good one.
down technique you know. Intimidate the thugs enough, and they'll cut and run.
And if you're wondering how I know that what's-his-name tried to go after some of my videos, because it said DC All Access tried to claim my videos on certain topics. Also, do you guys remember when we did those live streams for Keaton, the same time that Jason Inman and the original DC All Access crew were doing like this massive live stream, and we took half their audience when I was streaming the Keaton streams? Whenever he decided to go live on DC All Access, I purposely went live, and I took half their audience. So they would have like 500 people watching. I went live with my Keaton stuff, and then it became like I had 1,000 people watching. It was hilarious. I don't think that would ever happen again, because DC All Access has folded, but I used to do things out of spite against them, because I was mad at them. It's like, I was vengeance, I was a knight, yeah. I totally did that, though. It wasn't coincidental. I was following their Twitter when they were like, "Oh, we're going live with this special live stream." It's like, guess what, guys? We're doing Keaton Arkham Part 2. And I get 1,000 people watching. I'm just sitting here laughing at them because like they couldn't hold the audience. It was funny. No, there's no chance that no Batman game will come out. It's been 5 years. DC's losing money because they haven't been releasing video games at all. And you can't make a product. You have people that require, you know, stuff like games and things like that, and WB has been kind of flailing their arms around and not really doing anything. So as much as I love them, it's kind of their fault that they're on AT&T's like hit list right now, because they haven't been delivering any products. Lego doesn't really count because they don't own Lego like as a brand as a whole. They own part of it, but just like the video game stuff. So I mean, they have to give royalties to Lego to some extent. What? No, Lego Batman 2 movie is still gonna... You guys have to remember, okay? AT&T has owned Time Warner now since 2018. I think September of 2018. There's still been Warner Brothers movies that have come out. They're hurting because of the pandemic. They just moved Wonder Woman again, did they not? Was Wonder Woman supposed to come out in August and then just got delayed again or something? I mean, that's gotta hurt their bottom line. The Scooby-Doo movie that came out was not what the public was expecting. It wasn't that good. So the digital sales, it didn't do the same thing that Trolls movie did, right? They were banking on that to do really well, and it didn't. Ah! Do I think the new... She was delayed until October? Holy crap! That's not good. So yeah, WB is losing money like crazy. So yeah, this is a very real problem that WB Games could be sold off just to make back some of the money that you know, AT&T was going to make on Wonder Woman and Chris Nolan's new movie. I mean, yeah, this is big problems, guys and gals. This is a major concern right now. But like I said, as much as I love Warner Brothers games, this is kind of their fault because they have not been releasing products consistently like their competitors at Marvel and even Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon has been releasing video games like every 2 to 3 years. They've been very, very conservative with the games that they've been producing, and every time you cancel a game that's in production, it hurts your base value. It hurts your bottom line. It hurts your employees. So, I mean, they canceled 2 Batman projects in the span of 4 years. The Damian Wayne game and also the other Batman game before the third, whatever, draft. Starting over and whatever. You can't do that. So, I mean... I have my moments. Do I think the new Batman game will have multiplayer?
Time to show you
Oh, shoot!
Yeah, he's a dangerous foe.
Ah!
the vote.
Oh my gosh! Ugh. I didn't think that was going to go well. Ah. I've been asking, I've written Nintendo several times, and I've written my friends over at Rocksteady. I've emailed them and asked them, I said, what would it take to get the Arkham collection that released on PS4, the one that came out a couple years ago, what would it take for you guys to port that to the Switch? And they told me it's not up to them. They can't actually make a collection for something unless Warner Brothers and Nintendo approves it. And neither company has approved that. Bowser, the guy who's the president of Nintendo right now, or Koopa, or whatever his name is, he's a very big fan of Bethesda and Take-Two Interactive. So, that's why you're seeing a lot of Bethesda support on Nintendo, whereas Reggie was a huge WB Games and Rare fan and Retro Studios. You know, the other guy, he likes Mario games, he likes Bethesda, he likes Battle Royale stuff. So, I mean, yeah, well, I know that, but... Right. So, a lot of Warner Brothers projects kind of stopped discussions when Reggie left. Because it was all Reggie's doing that got all the cool stuff over here. How did that work? Oh. Never mind. So we both died from the bomb? It's kind of lame. What would happen if Microsoft bought WB Games? Would there be Batman games on PS4? Probably not. No. Microsoft Studios, the only company that I could see the Batman game maybe coming to if WB Studios was bought by Microsoft, which your best bet if Microsoft or Sony bought them, WB Games would probably still be mostly intact. Because Insomniac was, when Sony bought Insomniac and made them part of their studio, there wasn't a lot of layoffs from what I remember of Insomniac. In fact, they got a bigger team, they got more resources, they had better funding, so it wasn't all bad for them. Yeah, their stuff became exclusive to just Sony, but it wasn't that bad of a deal. One of those big studios getting those companies would probably be for the best right now, but you're going to lose exclusives. Or you're going to get exclusives. Only. Do I think their next Batman game would be good? Yeah. My gosh, will you just hold still, man? I can't do my flying Kamen Rider kick with you. Oh! Ugh, this is so annoying! Stop it!
Ben's gang are out of reinforcements.
Grenade out! I see you, Batman.
Ah! Why? Gosh. Scrooge McDuck is richer than Bruce Wayne. Bar none. Scrooge McDuck is the richest duck in the world. Yeah, sorry, but Bruce Wayne is not as rich as Scrooge McDuck. Where's Joker go? That was for all the runaround that you made me do, punk. Not appreciate that. No, I don't have a lot of information yet, guys. I said I'm gonna follow up on the story. Tomorrow is Monday. I think that a lot of the WB Games people will get back to me probably sometime this week. On the weekend, it's kind of a stretch. But also, you have to remember, they might not want to talk about it. It's not a fun thing to discuss. I've just in the past, when I've had people lose their jobs from like other companies, they've never really confirmed it with me. They just I get an email like a couple weeks before they lose their job telling me if they're going to continue being a contact for me at their new job or if they're going to CC me into the replacement. So, I mean, and that's always sucks, too, because I like a lot of these people. So. I feel bad. I don't think Kevin should do it. I think that they should get somebody new. Yeah. Is that it? That was pretty cool. I've never done that. He didn't even see me. I could swear he saw me, and I just snuck up behind him and was like, nope.
Explosives headed your way. Intercept them before the thugs do.
Yes, I have every Batman game ever made.
I've marked out each gang's most dangerous member for you. Taking him out will intimidate the rest of them. You're intimidating them. You have the advantage.
Woohoo! Let's go, Robin!
Out of reinforcements.
Let's go! Let's get a win for the Dark Knight, yo! Yeah, you can get the Arkham Collection on PS4. Although, it's not as good as the PS3 games originally. They ruined a lot of the atmosphere from Arkham City. Arkham Asylum is okay on the PS4.
Bitch gang have no more reinforcements.
Where you go? I know. That's kind of where I'm at, too. Like... People just... Yeah, this is the thing. So... I really applaud Sony because getting back to the Miles Morales thing, it's a standalone game. It is not Spider-Man 2. It is a new character. There's going to be some new gameplay. It's a nice game to, like, whet your appetite for Spider-Man 2. Say they release Spider-Man 2 in 2022 or something. I mean, you aren't... It's kind of like what WB used to do. You had your mainstream series, the Arkham games, and then you had... your filler content, like Arkham Origins. That released a year and a half between the other stuff. There was nothing bad with that. I mean, the game wasn't supposed to be as good as Arkham City. It was something, though. Right.
Offensive techniques. Might I suggest you use more of them?
Oh, shut up, Alfred. I like using stealth, punk. You've learned so many techniques, Master Bruce.
Well, Bane's run out of thugs.
Go, Robin. It's your birthday. Oh! Oh! Oh!
Joker's stolen all the venom.
What?
Mr. Bruce, this is extremely unfortunate.
No! How could I lose? Ah! 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 If I was asked to do it, would I voice Nightwing? Yeah, sure. Man! Wait, where was Robin? I did all the work? Robin got kicked out? What is your first DVD you ever had? Gundam Wing Endless Duel. Or wait, Gundam Wing Endless Waltz. Court of Owls. Try using more techniques. Robin left a while ago. Robin got tired of waiting. I thought I was doing really well, too. Man. How could I lose? You didn't know Robin quit? Man, it had to be Jason Todd who quit then. Would I give Nightwing a high voice or a low voice? Probably medium. How tall are you? 6'3". I had a great streak going on too, and I died. I know, right? That's lame. Yeah, but I'm hoping that we hear back from some Warner Brothers people this week, because I would like them to say psych. I'd like them to say there's no grounds to this, it's just a rumor, everything's going great, we have big plans for August, and hype up your audience. That's what I want them to say. But if they tell me that, yeah, there's some truth to this, and I'm looking for another job, I'll probably cry a little, because I'll have to start all over again with another company. If it's Take-Two Interactive, I have a bunch of contacts over at Take-Two. But at the same time, I don't like it when developers close down. It sucks. Not everybody gets a job again in the industry. People I knew over at Factor 5, the Star Wars people. Oh my gosh, it was so cool to get to know those guys. And then they're gone. They tried to come back and make a Wii collection for the Star Wars Rogue Squadron stuff. Didn't happen. What happened was LucasArts ended up being closed down, and they were closed down along with it, and that was it. So you almost did get the Rogue Squadron collection for the Wii, but it's because of that, Disney thing. Nope. And as far as I know, they never bounced back. I don't know if any of them are still in the game industry or not. So it kind of sucks. Top skins I would like for the new Batman game. I want Nightfall back. Hellbat would be one. I would like Dark Knights of Metal Batman, like the really creepy evil Joker. I'd also want Vampire Batman, because we haven't had that yet. And I would like DC Rebirth Batman. Is that 5?
There's a laugh ride going on in Blackgate Prison. Time to make it ours. Keep killing Bane's
My stream has a lot of lag?
left. And watch out for those caped creeps.
You sure? Does it look like it's playing? Oh, that's cool.
Robin's here.
No, not this again. Oh. I got Robins in my sight, man. Pew 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 pew. I am gonna quit. How do I quit? I don't want to do this. Da 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 da. Da-da, 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 da-da. Ba-da-da-da.
I promoted one of you to captain. No hard feelings, the rest of you. If the heroes get him, it'll be very bad for you. Why, I might even have to cancel this party. We've got the advantage, boys. Now keep it.
I don't know what I'm doing. I have no thoughts on Robert as Batman yet until I see some actual footage. I haven't heard him speak. I've only seen him.
Grenade care package inbound. Because I care.
I don't know how to play this without being able to shoot things. my gosh, this again. I want to quit. Make me quit. Let me leave. I don't want sync information. No, I did open the touchpad. Can I win this without, is there a way for me to win this without, like, doing anything? Stop, or I'll use my imaginary guns. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Aw, thank you. Yeah, no, if I had to voice Nightwing, I would give him a higher voice. Or I'd just lighten my voice up a little bit. I want to leave. I'm trying to exit. Yeah, but I can't win, can I? I did try pressing buttons.
Heroes got your captain. That's not good.
Robin just ran past me. He's like, nope. I would want a Superman game.
Batman sighted.
Batman sighted. Hi there. Get back here, you pointy-eared freak! How can I stay alive? What does that even mean? I did try pressing the pause button. All that happens is this. Oh! Oh, be quiet, you! Be quiet! Be quiet, woman. It didn't work before! It didn't work! It didn't... Whatever. How long has Kevin Conroy been Batman? Since 1992. Kwing, try to restart your game. Kwing, who are your top 5 Batman villains? Joker, Ra's al Ghul, Bane, Scarecrow, probably Riddler. Yeah, I think Riddler. I just got Nightwing's Flight today for Injustice 2, and if you don't have Robin's World is out now, it's on Xbox, I think. Do you think the Batman game will be released before Rocksteady's next game? Probably, yeah. Why do you hate DC All Access? Because I don't like the people that work for it. They're shills. You've said in the past that you and WB Montreal aren't really close because you didn't really like Arkham Origins or Blackgate. So, like, WB doesn't want you to have your own opinion? It's a little complicated. Like, maybe remember what my Arkham Origins playthrough was like. Well, when we met WB Games Montreal at E3 and we were interviewing them, I had similar questions for them that they weren't really cool with because the other people that were asking them questions were very simple questions, and I had more complex stuff that they weren't expecting, and it got, you know, I was like being like a hard-hitting journalist, asking some good questions, and people at IGN and other things were asking them questions that just like, you know, wouldn't annoy them. So I asked them things like, why does Batman have this ability when in Arkham City he had this? And the dude, he's kind of roly-poly. He got a little annoyed because he was like, the reason why Batman has these gadgets that he had in Arkham City is because of gameplay. It doesn't matter because of the story. And then I was also like, okay, that's fine. So why did you say that this game takes place this amount of time when it would be impossible since Arkham Asylum takes place after this and this and this, and Arkham City takes place after this scenario? How do you fit your game into this continuity? And he got annoyed and he said, it's just a game. So, you know, maybe the follow-up emails and also my playthrough and my scoring of the game, I don't know. I mean, they were kind of sensitive. Rocksteady would, like, go with the punches a little bit with my questions and also my content. WBM, very sensitive developers. Their feelings are easily hurt, I would say. Do I feel that my comments were too intrusive? No. Maybe I was a little bit more assertive than some other people, but I don't think I came across as, like, a jerk or anything like that. So I was asking questions that my audience wanted to know, and I was doing it in a respectful way, but they didn't like the questions that I was asking, if that makes sense. Would you play Nickelodeon Kart Racers? No, Copa. Any news on the WB stuff? No. Can you play the multiplayer on Xbox? No. Luke, do you still have mullet power? No, Garrett. Kwing, you and Blitz are Batman fans. I guess, yeah. Kwing, the only way they can see you is that you get to the door first as Joker, and then they'll be able to see you. Oh.
What kind of maniac would break into a prison? Take control of the place. Don't let Bane's goons or the heroes stop you.
You can't hear me?
Batman and Robin will try to stop you. Don't let them.
Amber, they can't hear me?
Else.
Oh, I can hear you.
Alright, what about now? Oh, okay. What? Scruggs Gaming? New member hype. I don't have any emotes or nothing. Thank you for becoming a member. Ah! Dead. Ah! WB didn't turn down Rocksteady's proposition for a Superman game. AT&T did. They turned it down based on what AT&T wanted. AT&T is very skeptical about Superman right now. It's not Warner Brothers Pictures that's skeptical of Superman, it's AT&T. AT&T wants Henry Cavill to appear in supporting roles, like the MCU's Iron Man and other things. They don't want to give him his own movie right now. No! Get good, scrub. Not happening. I just play this with subscribers. I don't play this for... usually when I have good matches anyway, I lose. So I don't really care. AT&T hates Superman. AT&T is mostly likely not wanting these companies to buy WB no more. I think we're fine. We'll see. We'll see, Sonny. Kwing, how long Tara Strong's been Batgirl and Harley Quinn?
Stop them!
Tara Strong has been Batgirl since 1998, and she was Harley since 2011. Although she's not Harley anymore. And she was Harley Quinn from 2011 until 2019. Or, no. No!
Bane's gang got the bat! That's bad news for us,
She reprised her
boys.
role for Injustice 2. She might be playing Harley Quinn in the DC Super Friends show. And I think she was Harley in Justice League Action 2, but that also was 2016. The actress who is currently playing Harley Quinn is the new voice of Harley. So if they do any Harley Quinn video games or anything like that, DC likes to stay consistent with their voice actors. So whoever the actress is of the Harley Quinn 2019 animated show, she'll be the voice of Harley for a while. What? Ah! Robin, no! Oh. Darn. I don't know a lot about Scooby-Doo. I don't know how long he's been... Oh, how long... Yeah, the voice of Goofy and Pluto? I don't know. Probably a long time. 80s, maybe?
Robin got one.
Oh, that clown was my guy. I'm sorry. Oh, Joker's my guy. Sorry, Joker.
It's Batman himself!
Where'd he go? Oh, he's dead. Never mind. No, come on! Not Robin again! Oh, man. No.
You can get the super chats after he's done playing. You can't.
Do you love Skeletor? Yes. Thank you, sweetie.
Thank you for the super chat!
Amber says thank you for the super chat. I mean, is the Avengers only on PS4? I thought the Avengers was also coming out on Xbox. The Spider-Man game is only on PS5. Oh dear. Ah, will you stop scaring me like that? I'm very jumpy. I'm very jumpy, yo.
Don't let those pesky heroes get the captain, or we might have to pull the plug on this mission.
Bane's gang has the upper hand! Get it back!
I'm just following this guy. I don't know what to do. I don't know. But this is Tara Strong as Harley in this game. I know that. I'm more hyped for the Miles Morales game than the Avengers game too. I'm really happy that Miles is getting his own game. And I'm also glad that it's not a sequel to Spider-Man, so we don't have to worry about PD dying. It's a side story. It's a side game to tide us over before Spider-Man 2 comes out. That's pretty awesome. So Insomniac is taking a page out of Rocksteady and WB Games Montreal's book from years ago, where you have the mainstream series and then you got the side stories. And they're probably going to pump out more side games, personally, because people really love the gameplay. They like the characters. It makes sense. So Miles is going to have some different abilities other than Spidey to make things fresh. He's going to have some different web slinging. I'm pretty excited about it. I can't wait. I just don't know where we're going to put the PS5, though, because it's a very big system. It's almost about the size of our subwoofer. I know.
The heroes are intimidating you. You better
What's a
do
wife
better,
question?
or I'm pulling the plug. We're out of reinforcements. Be careful. The heroes got you, Captain.
It's always just a tiny bit better. It's going to have more space. It'll be able to play all the new games. Just like the PS4, it didn't look like that much graphically better than the PS3 in its last life cycle until like years later. Like usually by like its second year, you can really see how the graphics improved and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, I was even doing a visual comparison between Spider-Man and Miles Morales Spider-Man. It just has like a little bit better detail and stuff like that. I'm also excited that the Miles Morales game is going to take place in the wintertime. So it basically is Arkham Origins. If it takes place at Christmas time, then it's Miles Morales Arkham Origins. They do Christmas filler. I love it. I love it. I love Christmas filler. It's perfect. Marvel needs a Christmas filler game, and Miles Morales needs to be that. It's a game that you play at Christmas time. I still play Arkham Origins at Christmas. I love it. Well, I mean, I like it at Christmas time, but I don't. It's not my favorite Arkham game. It's good. No, and it's not something that I can continually stream, because when I do stream it, I get copyright because the Christopher Drake guy, I think that's what his name is, he went crazy and he started claiming everybody's videos because I don't think he's a composer for Warner Brothers anymore. So, like, anything that has his music in it, he claims it. No, they didn't fire him. His contract was probably up. Like... Ah! I got a clutch trophy. We have a lot of people subscribing on Kwing's Let's Plays tonight. Oh, not Robin again! Please! Gosh, no! Not Robin! Oh. Did somebody save me from Robin?
Let the glad news ring out. Don't mess with my pudding.
What just happened? Ah! No! Get away from me!
Have maturity control. Stop them.
No more reinforcements.
Oh, I thought that was a place where I could go to get the hero thing. I went the wrong way. Ah!
Beaten by Bane and his thugs? Not good, boys. Not
Whoops.
good.
Yes, it's Terror Strong. They killed Robin. You saved me. Thank you, guys. Aww. Would you like to see Tim Drake and the Titans? Maybe. Why won't you play the Last of Us games on this channel? I don't like the Last of Us. I'm not a big Game of Thrones or Last of Us fan. I don't really like zombie games. Too much. My favorite games are, I like action games. I like beat-em-ups. Like, I love arcade beat-em-ups. I like combat flight sims, racing games, and RPGs aren't bad. I don't mind RPGs. And I like fighting games. Thank you. Hello, Rebel Dog. How you doing? Kwing, how do you think Arkham Origins could have been better if it didn't have the Origins name? Yeah, I mean, well, no. There's a couple things. If they would have stuck to that it was like Batman's beginning, and they had it like... I don't think anyone would have had an issue with the game at all. Had they not tried to step on the toes of Rocksteady. Like, they were trying to make Rocksteady stuff not really make sense, and it was written by Paul Dini, and Arkham Origins stuff was written by a guy who read a couple Batman comics and watched the animated series. That was it. Which I think that was also the reasons why WBM was a little mad, because I believe the guy that I was talking to, who was the director of the game, was also the writer. I didn't realize that, but I'm pretty sure that... Right, the guy who was the producer and director of the game was also the game's writer. And I said some pretty true things during my interview, talking about how the writer was kind of green, and it turned out that that guy was the writer.
Well, the thing is, they actually did change some of their backstory after that interview. They did change something. Remember they originally said it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, by the time the game came out, instead of saying it took place 5 years, they moved it to 10. I know.
Well, they've rumbled.
They changed it. Maybe my interview had something to do with it. I don't know.
Let's take them for a ride.
Because after I brought it up, then the IGN guy who interviewed after... Because I interviewed before the IGN guy. The IGN person who interviewed also brought up the timeline. And, you know, a couple other people and some other articles. So, I mean, if they would have been very consistent with the timeline and had it be, like, very early Batman, and they didn't try to muck up the established, like, future games, I don't think anybody would have really paid any attention to it. Like, I don't think that would have been a fault for Arkham Origins at all. But, like, they were such a stickler at keeping with how they wanted their story to go that it did bother Rocksteady. I know that for a fact. Like, that's why they kind of had a couple slights to Arkham Origins and Arkham Knight. How would I make a Nightwing game? I would do it based on Nightwing Year 1. So he would be a Bloodhaven police officer, Officer Grayson, and he would be Nightwing. So I'd do the Chuck Dixon, like, first probably 30 issues of Nightwing, and translate that into a game.
They have reinforcements.
Also, I would make, like, inside of the... Because Dick Grayson wouldn't have, like, a lot of money to, like, turn his apartment into, like, a cave or something like that. Deep inside the Bloodhaven precinct, I would make Nightwing's base of operations, like, through some type of locker or, like, a broken bathroom or something. That would lead into his awesome, like, cave where his motorcycle is and stuff like that. I think that'd be kind of fun. Because Chuck didn't really do a lot with Grayson as an officer, so I'd really want him to use that as a cover for his first game, and then I would get, like, near the end of the game, I'd have Grayson get fired for something, like he had to turn in one of his fellow officers, or found out some stuff about the precinct, or something in general that made him lose his job because he does the right thing. Similar to what happened in the comic books, where he just realized he couldn't be a cop and Nightwing at the same time because it was just too much on him.
That one was mine.
So that'd be kind of fun. Villains that I'd have in it would be Blockbuster, Slade. Like, I would bring Deathstroke in. And just, you know, regular Bloodhaven villains. It'd be kind of fun. I'd have cameos of Batman and Tim Drake in it. And Oracle. I'd have a lot of Oracle in my game. There'd be tons of... She would basically be like the Alfred Banter the entire game. So I would want to get somebody that could really play off the romance between the two characters, but also have fun with it. Ah!
Sucks to be you.
We don't know anything about the deal, guys. I'm waiting on confirmation. How long do I think it'll take the deal to complete, though? It could happen this year, or it could happen next year. It depends how bad things are. I mean, they're delaying movies like crazy. They delayed the Star Wars Lego video game. Was supposed to come out in the summertime. It didn't. There's been no WB games that have come out since. Payback, sucker! What you get for punching me in the face, fool. What? No! No, not a revenge kill already, dang it. Oh, that's somebody else. I want cameos in DC movies too. I know, right? You never play the Joker DLC for... I know, I never did the Joker DLC. I'm sorry.
Scrambler here.
I would love a Nightcrawler and Wolverine game. I think that'd be fun. You could switch between Nightcrawler and Wolverine. Nightcrawler would have, like, cool stealth stuff. Dang it! That was a nice takedown. I don't know if we have a lot of people watching. We got about 300.
Somebody said something interesting.
Who do I think is a better writer, Chuck Dixon or Paul Dini? I like both, for different reasons. I feel that Chuck writes the sidekick characters and the legacy characters better. It's not that I wasn't a fan of his Batman run, but I don't know. Chuck's Batman run was okay. His Bane stuff was interesting, but I didn't really like Chuck's version of Batman. I liked Dini's version of Batman in his world better, but for me, Dini really, doesn't know how to write the legacy characters very well. Dini is more like villain-centered. So he's really good at writing like Batman stories and villains, but when it came to sidekicks, not so much. The Robin's Reckoning stuff and the Ra's al Ghul stuff, I don't believe Dini was like the head writer on those episodes of the animated series. So like the really big Robin-centered episodes, Dini wasn't involved with that. There was another writer at Batman Animated Series that was doing a lot of the older Robin stories. Which the reason why they got an idea for the older Robin stuff anyway had to do with Denny O'Neil, who basically aged Robin up and sent him to college. Him and Neil Adams, that dynamic duo, the art by Neil Adams and the stories by Denny O'Neil before he went to the Green Lantern books. They basically said, you know, these stories about a little kid as Batman's sidekick isn't really going to work anymore, so we're going to grow him up so we can do some more mature storylines. And they made Robin older. And that was the basis for the animated series with Robin in college. That's where they got that from, the 70s.
Batman and Robin tossed you out of our amusement park? That's not funny.
I love Troy Baker as Joker. Would you have the game Slade reference the Titans? Probably. I would really want Deathstroke to be like my big baddie, and kind of like Blockbuster and the Bloodhaven element to be like kind of like the organized crime. Like the Falcones would be in Gotham or Rupert Thorne. I'd have Slade be my like main villain for the game, for the Nightwing game. Because I feel like Slade could mess with Nightwing on both a secret identity level, causing like some problems for his job. I think it would also be funny to have Slade like join up with the Bloodhaven Police Department to mess with Grayson and like be this bad cop, which would, you know, end up like having Grayson lose his job. I think it'd just be really funny because they know who each other are. Like everybody is like, well, Deathstroke is more of a Batman villain. It's like, no, Deathstroke is a arch villain of Nightwing. Like they work so well together, like as rivals and villain hero type thing.
Someone said, what would you think of that?
You're better talking and not playing the game. You get taken out more than a single person on dates. I can't talk and play with this game. I never could, though. I can with Arkham, but this isn't Arkham. This is like Fortnite or... I know that there are some people who do commentary that they use other people's game footage when they talk. Technically, that's not really legal unless you get permission from the other YouTubers to do that. Because they can actually copyright your stream or your podcast or something like that. So the gameplay is always me. Or if I do like a podcast for Arkham Knight or whatever, I just have the gameplay stationary with stuff going on in the background. People really like playing this with me, so that's why I play with them. Am I ever going to get better at this game? No. Nope. Never going to happen. It is what it is. Do I like Brenton as Grayson? Yes. Do you think... What did you think about Devil May Cry? What about it? Kwing, what did you mean by 2 canceled Batman games? There were 2 canceled Batman games. That's already common knowledge. You had the Damian Wayne game, and then you had another one with Batman and Robin. Yeah. Oh, you guys know about this too? Okay, so in the original Zack Snyder movie, Deathstroke and Batman were supposed to fight. And their battle was going to continue on to Ben Affleck's beginning of his Arkham movie. Like, where, if you didn't know this, like, Ben Affleck's movie was going to take place in Arkham Asylum. So the fight, in order to connect the 2 films, Deathstroke and Batman were going to be fighting in Arkham. And then that scene would be more expanded in Ben Affleck's movie. So there's actually a really cool scene in Justice League that was cut where Slade breaks Lex Luthor out of jail and ends up fighting Batman and all these Arkham goons. We're probably going to see that to some extent in the Justice League Snyder Cut, like either their miniseries or whatever. But it was going to translate or be continued like more in detail in Ben Affleck's movie. So Deathstroke was going to be in the Batman movie, and the Justice League was kind of like his introduction into the cinematic universe. He was also going to play a bigger role in the future of the, what do they call it, the nightmare sections of the movie, where he and Batman would be working together until, I think Deathstroke gets killed in the future too. Or he's leading the rebellion after Batman's killed. I don't remember. But there was an awesome sequence. What do you think of Ruby Rose getting fired from Batwoman because it was too much work? Ruby Rose was a problem on set. It wasn't just because it was too much work. There are things coming out saying how she just was kind of like a Val Kilmer. Very brash, very arrogant. She didn't want to do the work, and she clashed with people on set tremendously. So she had Val Kilmer syndrome, like Batman Forever. She wasn't a good fit. She was a movie star, and she just couldn't cut, television. So they're going to replace her with POC, and then the series is going to get canceled. That's the end of Batwoman. What they really should do is they should cancel the show, and they should give us a Batwing show. A Bruce Wayne and Batwing show. I would watch the heck out of that, because Batwing Luke is actually becoming, not that I'm just biased with the name Luke, I am, but the stuff with Luke in it, he's becoming more of like a goofy sidekick to Ruby Rose's Batwoman, and I think that he could actually be a better lead character than Ruby Rose was.
I thought Luke Fox was like a genius or something.
Luke Fox is a genius.
Then why haven't they made a show about it?
They didn't make a show about it because they thought it would be stunning and brave to have a show for Ruby Rose.
I thought Luke Fox wasn't he like
Yeah.
he used to be like in the military and save people's lives?
Yeah, Luke Fox is retired military, and he makes an Iron Man suit, basically.
How could that not be an exciting show?
I know. CW dropped the ball, didn't they? That would have been a great show. Oh, well. I know they totally disrespected Luke Maurice. I know. How long has Tony been the voice of Donald Duck? Since the 80s. Thoughts on a Justice League game? I don't really have much at this time. I've seen Stargirl once or twice. It's not bad. Do you think Arrowverse could be better in terms of quality if they were moved to a bigger network like HBO Sci-Fi? Definitely. Kwing, if I tell you I'm your father, would you get triggered? Yes. A little bit. Only a little bit. Do I think Red Hood is cool? Yes. Kwing, would you play Mass Effect on this channel, even if it's an hour live stream, you know, to get your opinions on it? I don't know. I've never really been a big Mass Effect fan. Joshua? What's wrong with Justice League? Everything. Have you heard the rumors that Rocksteady had a Suicide Squad game? I don't know who was making the Suicide Squad game, but it was canceled. It's dead. Never coming back. The Suicide Squad game was canceled when reception was bad for the Suicide Squad movie. If the Suicide Squad movie was good, or was released the way that it was supposed to be with Ayer's vision or whatever, which was very dark and kind of like R-rated, then you probably would have gotten the Suicide Squad game, but they canceled it. They pulled the plug on it. I believe the game was about 55% done when they killed it. It was in production around the same time as the Damian Wayne Batman game. I don't know the studio that was making it, though. I just know that it did exist. And in a couple years, you'll see Unseen 64, one of those journalist guys that's really good at digging up dead games and doing videos on them. You'll learn more about the Suicide Squad game. The Spider-Man game, the Miles Morales game, will be on the Let's Play channel, and live streams of it will be on this channel. Because I'll live stream the entire story like I did Spider-Man. I have no problems doing that. I just have to find a way of doing 1080p streams. Because I kind of want to be able to do that. I don't believe YouTube saying it's because my channel is so old, because I think they did lie. I think there's a bug and they don't want to fix it. It wouldn't surprise me.
That man sighted.
Right.
Nearly out of ammo.
Right. I know.
We have majority control now.
IGN doesn't stream it.
Batman got one of them.
Got Robin. They have reinforcements.
I'm staying with this guy. He knows what he's doing.
Got one.
We got one.
Enemies in sight. One less to worry about.
I did talk about the new movie a little bit. I did talk about Robert Pattinson. I've talked about the Snyder Cut. I was gone for 3 weeks, guys, because I couldn't stream. Dude!
We got Robin! Oh, goody!
Poor Robin.
Enemy in sight.
The buddy system works.
That one was mine. Enemy gang in sight. Okay, he's dead.
Guys, somebody's coming after me. Oh, no, I'm afraid of heights. Ah! My leg. Darn it. Did you know that Ray's streamers on Twitch? Ray Fisher? Yeah. Yeah, Ray's on Twitch. I've caught some of his streams. Cyborg. Yep, Borg Life. I'm really happy for Ray because everybody criticized Ray's Cyborg because, like, Whedon, his direction for Cyborg was he wanted him to be more robotic. And, you know, oh, dang it. And Ray had so much more depth to his character that was cut, you know? So, with the Snyder Cut, we're going to get to see all of the Cyborg origin stuff that was removed from the movie. The football game. We won't see Cyborg running around in a hoodie and a slacks anymore. Or, sorry, a hoodie and sweats. That was kind of weird. I can understand when he went out in the public, but... Pre-52. New 52 is... Ah! Blah, 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 blah. I don't like... The only good thing from the New 52 run is the Court of Owls. DC Rebirth is good, but, I mean, you can't go better than the Pre-52. 352 stories are really good. And there's too many to name. But if you have to read the New 52, the Court of Owls is a great read. But that's about it. I didn't like Death of the Family. I thought it was stupid. I didn't like how they killed Robin in the New 52. A lot of the mystery stuff of Detective Comics, like for DC Rebirth, is really good, and that's the current Batman writer, James Tynion. He started on Detective Comics. Ah! Dang it, Robin, no! I'm out of ammo! Oh. I'm out of reinforcements. I don't get to spawn anymore. Dope. Kwing, what is your favorite Batman game without Arkham? Batman Begins. Does Batman kill? Batman killed in the 40s and the 50s. Who won the match?
You hit the jackpot, boys! We're reaching Venom!
Wow.
This is going to be fun.
Cool. Why does Flash run weird in the DCU? I don't know. I wish I could tell you. Do you like Duke Thomas? Duke Thomas? I don't mind him. The Signal? He's okay. Do you like Rick and Morty? And if so, what is your favorite episode? I've only seen a few episodes of Rick and Morty, so I don't think I'm really well-versed enough to talk about that show. I've seen it in passing a couple times. I don't know. It's okay. I'm more of a Futurama or Family Guy kind of person. I just those are funny for me. And old school, like the Simpsons stuff before Disney. Oh, I'm Robin. Will we be getting a Red Hood lore later this year or next? We could do one this year. We have the channel back, so it'd be something fun to do. I thought it was starting at 11. I started early because I was very tired. I needed something different to do after that Super Sentai stream, so I came over here and I streamed. I might go over on my other channel and stream something else. I don't know. All depends. I don't know what I would stream, though. Probably Elder Scrolls. I haven't decided. Thank you for being a big fan of me, sweetie. You gonna take your medicine and go to sleep? Maybe. Okay. Yeah, I might play Elder Scrolls tonight. I don't know. Do you know anything about Titan Season 3? No, because they haven't started production at the moment. The last thing that I heard about Titans was... Barbara Gordon was being cast, and they were going to use someone who was paralyzed, which I think is kind of weird that they would do that. But, yeah. I don't even know if she's going to be a redhead, but Barbara Gordon is going to be played by an actress who's paralyzed. So, okay.
But I still feel like
I'm Robin, I know.
if they really wanted to make it accurate to Barbara Gordon, they'd have to have someone
Well, you know the reason why they do that. The reason why they bring on different people to act as certain characters. Oh! I think an actor can pretty much play any role, aside from if that...
Joker and Bane are trying to...
Wait, I thought I'm Robin! What the heck?
build Wonder City Robot Factory. Stop them.
Okay.
Your robot army will destroy Gotham. You must stop the gangs. Use every means at your disposal.
I don't know. I don't know.
Scratch one. Nearly out of ammo.
I don't think so, punk. Dang it!
Batman is down.
Bah!
This gang grows in strength. They're more powerful foes than ever.
Wow. That dude just doesn't leave much to the end. Never mind. He's like, come get me. Okay. Thought I was playing as Robin. How did that happen? Oh!
Joker's gang is on top and dominating.
He's screen watching.
Got one.
Ah.
I got Batman!
This gang is getting more daring, powerful, and deadly.
Don't burn myself out? What does that mean? I'm okay.
They're saying don't worry if you have to take breaks.
Ah. They don't want my bat brain to get damaged. That's very nice. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, personally, I was planning on celebrating with you guys doing this Arkham Origins Multiplayer stream on Friday or whatever, and then all that terrible news dropped. We also were going to do a tribute stream to one of my favorite Batman writers, Denny O'Neil. Which we might still end up doing a tribute stream like next week or something like that, just talking about all the great contributions that Danny did, him and Neil Adams.
Thugs grow more daring and more
As well as he did a lot of stuff for Green Lantern and Green Arrow, too. He didn't do as much Batman books as people think, but he did a lot of good stuff.
Fire in the hole!
These thugs are achieving their objectives. Joker's gang is getting more daring, powerful, and
Fire right!
Did I get him? What?
Enemy thug spotted! We got Batman here!
Whoop. Ouch!
Gotcha, bats!
the Joker's gang is deadly and gaining in power and confidence.
What do I like more, Long Halloween or Batman Hush? I like probably... I mean, they're both very, like, detective-driven stories.
Security alarm tripped at this location. Someone's coming. Don't let them enter.
I think probably the first time read of Long Halloween was very interesting for me because I didn't know who did it. And then after learning all the ins and outs of Long Halloween, it was pretty fascinating, but as something that I keep coming back to because it's still a really good story and it later brought in Jason Todd back to the Batverse, I really do like Hush. I like the writing of Hush. I like the art style. The art style of The Long Halloween is okay. It's not as good as the storytelling for me. I also hated the fact that Batman had, like, kind of these biker shorts instead of, like, you know, the regular underwear. For whatever reason, they gave him, like, really long ears. They changed the art style quite a bit. And Jim Lee's art style is just, I don't know, it makes, even this to this day, reading the Hush book again, like when I did that lore, like, what was it, last year or something like that? It made it more enjoyable for me because the art style was just, like, top tier.
I've designated each gang's most brutal thug. Consider them a high-value target.
Dang. Joker
The
thugs.
Joker has seized control of Wonder City's guardians. Now he can bring Gotham to its knees.
I'm off to sleep. Night, Lazar. Jim Lee's art is perfection, exactly. Yeah. Batman had boxer shorts. You forgot about that, yeah. What else did I know about the canceled Batman game? The second one? We've talked about it. The second canceled Batman game was like, it was supposed to be a sequel to Arkham Origins. So they had two major Batman projects. The one project for Batman was the Damian Wayne thing. Oh, this is Drummer. He's in the chat. The second Batman game was a sequel to Arkham Origins, which involved Robin and alternating between Batman and Robin. And it didn't... I mean, actually, some of the elements from that game made it over to this new Batman game, such as the Court of Owls involvement, but other than that, technically it could still be the same second game that was supposedly canceled, but the information just doesn't match up entirely from the stuff that we've heard about the current in-development Batman game and the old Batman and Robin Arkham Origins sequel game, which was going to have, I believe it was Robin and Batgirl were going to have a bigger role in that game. I don't believe the Bat family is playable in this new Batman game. At least, not from what I've heard. Because those are two different games. That was the Arkham Origins sequel, and then you had the Batman game that we're going to be getting. Capture the Night. I don't even know if that's the title. I think that's just like kind of a slogan. That'd be cool if it's called Batman Capture the Night, though. I'd be down with it. Or if it's not called Batman at all and they just call it Capture the Night.
Shoot them. Wear down the enemy. Watch out for Batman and Robin spoiling our fun.
Alright, so, just because we're hitting the 2-hour mark, guys, this is going to be the last match of the night. And then I will see you guys with a podcast this week on something. I don't know. There's a lot of crazy Batman news going on, so we're going to have a news thing.
We have majority control now. Keep it up, boys. That's fun.
Have some of this.
Green Arrow game? Never heard anything about a Green Arrow game. I don't think anybody had. They should have made one, but nope.
Robin got our guy.
The heroes got your captain. That means they're gaining an advantage.
Ah, why? Dude! Where do I watch your podcast? I do my podcast here on this channel. I just don't have gameplay running.
I promoted one of you to captain. No hard feelings, the rest of you. If the heroes get him, it'll be very bad for you. Why, I might even have to cancel this party.
No, don't cancel the party. You don't want to do that.
Enemy gang spotted.
Oh no! Steve! I have a couch available for sale? Since when? I don't remember ever saying I have a couch for sale. This is my couch. You can't have it. It's mine. It's comfortable. I'm not giving you my couch, yo. I love this couch. Amber hates this couch, but this is my couch. I've been. You liked it originally, but. Oh, she'll give you a list why she hates this couch, but I'm not selling this couch. That's misinformation. I love this couch. It's comfortable. Good. But I want your couch. Too bad, so sad. One more thing, John Doe. It's almost my birthday. Happy almost birthday, Ben. In July. I offered my couch? No, I didn't.
The boss is inbound. Go let him in now, or it won't be pretty.
I don't remember offering it.
Bane's gang has the upper hand.
It's possible I said something about.
Too late. They control the door.
No, this couch is near and dear to me, so.
Crashing the party. Bane. Exciting.
One less to worry about.
What? Right, I'm gonna hang out with you so I don't die.
You killed Robin? Excellent news.
Oh, you got this drummer? Ow!
Bates here.
No! Dude!
Not a Joker thug.
I got baned. You are dead. No, really. What else have I heard about the new Batman game? I've talked about it before, Slasher. I made a video. I'm not really going into it too much because I haven't really read up on it anymore. Just because I'm kind of tired of reporting on it. I just like to see a trailer, and then I'll talk more about it.
Bates here.
I get tired of, like, not having my faith rewarded too, you know?
I got Bane here.
What just happened?
Another Joker.
Oh my gosh!
Joker thug down.
Yeah. I did not appreciate being thrown like a rag doll there, Bane. Not cool. Not cool. Uh-oh. Get him! Get back! Get back, foul demon of the— Ow! What? How did that even work? Sweetie. Ams. Amber. You should go upstairs, honey. Yeah. Love you too. I'll give you a hug later. When my stream's over, I'll come upstairs and give you a hug. You didn't do anything wrong. You got a lot of stuff done today.
Penalties for failing to protect your captain may include mission cancellation, backstabbing carnage, and a nightmarish demise. Ask your kit hero for details.
Robin's here.
Watching me how to stream better? Ah! Whoa, that scared me. What would I like to see in the new Batman game? More bat caves. More detective elements. They've been lacking on a lot of the detective elements of the game. Wow, those Batman and Robin players are really good. Alright, yeah, this is fitting. What do you want the next DC animated movie to be about? Oh, for Batman? Maybe The Long Halloween. But I think because they're making a movie of it, probably not. But they didn't handle Hush well. I don't want them to do The Long Halloween. I think I would like, for the next like group of DC movies, I want them to be targeted like around DC Rebirth. So I'd like them to do the Button storyline with Flash and Bruce. I think that would be really good, leading into Wally West's return and just some other stuff. That's fine, honey. You left your medicine in here, sweetheart. Along with your Switch. Dang, drummer, you are rough, man. I don't think you're awake enough to make pasta, sweetheart. Yeah, that probably wouldn't be a good idea. I won't be done doing Elder Scrolls until quite late. I don't even know if I'm streaming on Elder Scrolls tonight. Maybe I want to get to bed early, like after I get like Xenoblade rendering and some other stuff. And by early, I mean I'm gonna try to grind a little bit in Xenoblade. Otherwise, we're gonna keep getting wrecked. We have a big day tomorrow. Alright, that's it. I think the heroes won.
Man beats you?
Ooh.
That's not funny, boys! Not funny at all!
Don't let Bane win. Who do you want in Injustice 3? Kwing, did you watch Teen Titans Go Easter special? No. I didn't see it. I do not endorse dabbing. I've been loving these Origin Online streams, even with me losing. Aw. I opted out. Alright. I don't want to play anymore. I don't want to play anymore. I'm done. There's enough humiliation for tonight. Let me out! Let me out! It's not letting me leave. Back. Yes. Thank you. Alright guys, so that is your stream tonight. Thank you so much for watching. I'm glad you guys could hang out, have some fun. Hopefully I answered most of your questions. I'm just going to go through the super chats real quick, and then we're going to end tonight's stream. So, and if I get super close to my TV, it's because I'm blind as a bat, or my monitor, so if you see me get really big in the webcam, just heads up. Just don't comment on my nose hairs too much, okay? Alright, so I already read Shatter. That's awesome. Good luck on the channel. What do you think about Rocksteady's new game? I don't know what their new game is. Their Superman game got canceled. Rawr! Do I think the new Batman game will have multiplayer? No. You are the best, Kwing. Thank you. I kill for plug. what are the top 5 skins? I believe I answered that one. New member, thank you. Kwing, what do you think about the Marvel Avengers, Cyberpunk 3, and Watch Dogs will be on the PS4? I don't think the Avengers will, and I don't think Cyberpunk will, but Watch Dogs will. I've been watching you guys since I was 10. I'm 20 now. Wow! Awesome, man. 10 years. Ruga! Give us the couch fun. No. Last super chat. What do you think? Oh, I already talked about the DC movies. I think that's good. You think that's good, Zelda? You think that's good? I think that's good. Alright, people. So, since we have the channel back, we're going to be doing a Blackgate stream this Wednesday night. So, no ifs, ands, or buts. The picture is going to go up for Blackgate. We're starting that up. That stream will be happening a couple times a week. It is about as much as I can stomach of that game, to be honest. But promised you guys I was going to take a look at that. Somebody paid for a stream of Batman and Robin on PlayStation, so that's going to happen this month, hooray. And then you guys will get nightly streams starting June 22nd or 23rd of Arkham Knight. Like the full story. Not the DLC, we're going to do the story. Because I'm not losing my temper with Mad Hatter puzzles and things like that. Or Riddler stuff. Are you streaming anymore tonight? No. I'm kind of tired, guys. It's almost midnight. I have editing to do. And I'd like to get to bed before, like, 3 in the morning. So, once I get done with my editing, I can probably get upstairs by, like, a little past midnight. Nope. I knew you were going to do that. I knew you were going to do that, so off you go. You're not going to climb over there. Batman Kingdom Come. I suppose. We'll figure something out with that. Alright. Well, you guys have a great night. Thanks so much for hanging out. And hopefully I answered most of your questions. I'll keep you guys abreast with whatever's going on with WB Games. And the DC August event. And, you know, what we can expect from that. I'm not handing over my couch. Alright, guys. Peace. Have a good night. Bye-bye.